Singapore's ambitious downtown redevelopment is nearly complete. Its crown jewel, the $5.5 billion Marina Bay Sands, is due to open in just 6 months. And crews are racing to complete the hotel's complex facade. The glass on the face of the towers is complete, but on the side walls, the concrete remains exposed. So to finish those walls on time, there's another massive job ahead.
When you clad the outside of a skyscraper, typically you cover it in maybe some stone veneer, maybe some glass, or maybe some metal paneling. What you don't do is you don't paint it, right? Because if you've ever painted a fence, every couple of years you have to repaint that fence. But here in Singapore, they're so focused on things being clean, so focused on the immaculate maintenance, they're willing to actually paint their buildings. So today, I'm going to do something that you would never see on an American construction site. I'm going to paint a skyscraper.
Crews will have to paint an area about the size of Mount Rushmore.
Muti, I'm Danny.
This is going to be one of the single largest paint jobs ever attempted.
So I got a bucket of paint, and in order to apply the sophisticated skim coat with the technology we're going to use, we're going to use a paintbrush. Really, Muti?
Yeah, this brush.
It's a small brush, yeah?
Yeah, small brush. One small brush.
Right, and obviously you couldn't do a skyscraper with that little brush. That'd be crazy. So instead, I have a roller, which ought to really expedite the process.
Painting first.
All right, well, what more do you need? Muti,
Yeah.
away we go.
Okay.
This wall faces the country's main highway, connecting the airport to downtown.
So Muti, you're okay? Heights, no problem?
No problem, no problem.
No problem.
No problem.
And on opening day, with all eyes on Singapore, it's gotta look good.
Yeah, okay, so welcome to House Painting 101, Skyscraper Edition. So we're about 200 or so feet in the air. We've reached our cruising altitude in a super, super robust and technologically sophisticated gondola system. And what we have to do is fix this. Is that this wall is a mess, right? Little holes that they've patched and filled. We have to have one smooth surface ready to be seen by all of Singapore. Muti, start with the dark gray first, huh?
Okay, first.
I'm gonna paint within the lines here.
The dark gray lines mark each floor of the tower, so you can still see the floor-to-floor separation from afar, giving a sense of scale to this massive surface.
Okay, so now that the gray line has been deepened and darkened, we're gonna start painting the building. So Muti, just
Yeah, Lolas, yes.
go to it, huh? All right. Nice and gray. I like that Moody's looking over like I'm touching at the top of the Sistine Chapel or something.
In total, Moody and the rest of the crew will use more than 2,200 gallons of paint
Muti, how's it look? Does it look good?
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Good.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Moody's loving it.
to cover all the tower shear walls in time for opening day. And this project cannot afford delays. Because every month the casino is not open, developers give up $100 million in lost revenue. So these crews have been running at top speed since day one.
So, John, just to put this in perspective for someone who's not used to seeing a project this size, it would take perhaps another country a project this big, this expensive, this complex, as much as 6+ years to build.
Yep.
And you guys are on target to complete this in 3 years,
Yep.
half the time.
Yep. And one of the critical aspects of this project at the moment is getting that Skypark structure up.
So getting the superstructure of that Skypark done is key to kind of closing up this project and finishing this race.
Yep.
But this is going to be a sprint to the finish. Because crews up at the top of the Skypark have only 6 months left to turn this mess of steel into the world's longest elevated pool deck.
This is it. This will be the pool deck, and that will be the pool. But there's a problem. I mean, there's a pretty big problem. You go on vacation, you come to the Skypark, you see this amazing view of Singapore, but then you fall through a hole to your death. It's not good. Not good fun on the vacation. So Wilson and I are going to cover it with this aluminum decking. Cover the holes?
Good.
Let's cover the holes, my friend.
We're filling in the bridge segments between towers 1 and 2 more than 650 feet up. And there is literally nothing below us but the decking we're about to lay.
Oh, I just got that thing. That thing, I just looked down and I saw a car and it was so little and my body was like, wait a minute, what are you doing up there? All right, Wilson, how do we begin? Step one?
Yeah, step one.
Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And plug in,
Yep,
pull back.
pull back. Okay, good.
Put the clip.
Put the clip on. Nice. Wilson, next piece. Plugging up the hole. Dear God. Okay, letting go. Woo!
With these 10 panels in place, another 125 square foot section of this Skypark deck is complete.
Last piece, huh? 3.
Wilson and the rest of the crew will have to lay down 300 panels a day
Wilson, victory!
in order to have the entire Skypark ready for opening day.
Wilson,
Yes.
when the Skypark is done, people will be swimming right there,
No, correct?
dancing on that cantilever,
Yes.
having dinner in that restaurant.
Yes.
But we're not done yet, are we?
Yeah.
Come back in 6 months, check out this Skypark. Me and Wilson will be having a cocktail and enjoying this ridiculous, incredible view. You're buying though, right?
Yeah, correct.
All right, cool. Wilson's buying, so it's all good.
When the Skypark is complete and the Marina Bay Sands opens, Singapore will join the ranks of the world's top gaming destinations and fulfill a 3-decade-long quest to reinvent a nation.
You know, for me, the moment when a building actually becomes a piece of architecture is when it transcends its function. So what I mean is, think of the Empire State Building. It's not just about the people who work inside of it, but it's really about the spirit of New York City. The Marina Bay Sands is a project with a hotel and a convention center and a casino. But in reality, the sum is greater than the individual parts. This is a project where an architect, an engineer, an owner, and a government have all come together to literally try and reinvent the face of a nation. And I think if you come back here in about a year's time, that postcard picture you take of Singapore is going to look a lot like that.